Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about our latest acquisition, and I'll tell you what, it is one of those special cars. In my mind, as a kid, I thought this car was the coolest. The GT40, which was the race car. I had the little Cox model back in the day, but today we have a real one right here. Yes, you'll want to watch this entire video from start to finish because we do a cold start, we do a walk around, give you all the details of this truly remarkable automobile. I'll tell you what, never had one here before, but now we do. Now, you can also click on the link in the description. It'll take you right to this car, give you all the details, more information about the car, plus you have access to our other over 100 additional collector and classic vehicles that we currently have in inventory here at Ellingson's. And remember our website being www.ellingsonmotorcars.com. Yes, in 2005, this car came out from Ford. They made a little over 2,000 of them, 2,027, I believe, to be the absolute number. They made them 2005, 2006, and it was absolutely what you call the supercar. In other words, it's basically a race car that's licensed for the street. Now, this particular car is probably one of the best color combinations in my world. That Mark IV red is just really, really cool. The funny thing about these cars, which is really unique, is they only had 4 options. You know, they all came with the 5.4 liter, 550 horse engine with the double overhead cam, the Eaton supercharger. I mean, they all came with the Ricardo 6-speed manual transmissions, but there were 4 extra options, and this car has them. Boy, I had to look that up and go, what options could you get on this car? Well, one of the options was the white stripe kit, which they put on the car. Again, gives it much more of that race car appearance. Number 2, you got the special aluminum wheels, which was another option, and so that's another one of them. The red, now this is Brembo power disc brakes, but they painted the calipers red. There you go. That was another one of the options. And the last option was a McIntosh audio sound system, which is second to none, AM, FM, CD. That was the other option you could get. So those were the 4 options on these cars. Beautiful. I mean, it is the rendition of, like I say, I remember watching the old Le Mans stuff. And of course, we've all watched that movie, Ferrari versus Ford. Great cars. But this car is something you can actually drive. That's one of those really, really cool things about this car. There is something to be said for this kind of technology that Ford came out with. I mean, these were basically hand-built cars with a little over, 2,000 of these made in 2005. This particular example was in the hands, of course, of collectors forever down south. It's got about 58, not quite 5,800 actual miles on this car, sir. You know, it's basically almost brand spanking new, needless to say. What a fun car to drive. I mean, these cars were designed to go over 200 miles an hour. They can go 0 to 60 in right around a little over 3 seconds. So you're talking about a really, really fast car that goes down the road. I don't know if I would go 200 miles an hour in a car like this, but it is that possibility. It gives you that option, if you will. But yeah, take a look at the interior in this car. I mean, it looks like you are driving a race car with the switches that turn on the headlights and all the other stuff. But you have the creature comforts. You got, like I said, the power disc brakes. You got power steering. You got air conditioning. I mean, you really have all that wonderful, wonderful stuff that would come with this kind of a car. Now, you can also find all of our cars on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram as well. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate that very, very much. And you will find all our current cars that are for sale, plus as an added bonus, some of the cars we've sold over the last few years as well. That's another thing. You always want to go to our main website, Ellingson Motor Cars, for our most current inventory. You can give me a call. You can give any of us here. We're more than happy to help at any time. 763-428-7337, and we will do our very best to answer any and all questions. Now, if you're like me, you're going to say, oh my goodness, Scott, you do a great job on the videos. They're fun, it's very informative, but I really need to come down in person and take a look. Absolutely, by all means. We are open to the public Monday through Friday from 10 until 5 and Saturdays 10 to 4 as well, for those of you who want to come down and take a personal look. We can also sell these cars to anybody in the world. We can also assist you with financing. We have several sources for that. But yeah, shipping, not a problem. You live in California or Texas, whatever, we certainly can find the right people to send this valuable car to your collection. It's just one of those cars that, in my opinion, just is second to none for American-made technology. Back in 2005, 550 horsepower. That was a tremendous amount of horsepower. You know, it was a 5.4 liter engine, but with the double overhead cam, the Eaton supercharger, this thing really puts out over 500 foot-pounds of torque, needless to say. Look at the size of those wheels and tires. I mean, my goodness, you can hook this car up and it has such a great sound. Another reason why you want to watch this entire video from start to finish, because we do that startup. You can hear the way this sounds and whatnot. It is very, very impressive. No, 1965, when they came out with the GT40, which was the race car version, Ford said, we're going to come out with something really special and astounding in 2005, and by golly, they certainly did that with this particular car. No, it's just one of those things that I am very excited to have this on our sales floor. Many of you out there, even though you're motorheads, probably haven't seen too many of these in person. They kind of got scooped up, put away into whatever, into collections or whatever, but this one is right here on our sales floor. So if you're looking for that really special, supercar, we have one right here on our sales floor at Ellingson. Give me a call, 763-428-7337. Go to our website, ellingsonmotorcars.com, where you have all the information right at your fingertips. So thank you again for watching our video. We appreciate it very much. If you have any additional questions or whatever, never hesitate to give me a call. Thank you, and we'll see you next time at Ellingson Motorcars.